Well, hello, Agape family. It's so good to join you once again here online. I really want to start off by saying thank you so much for your grace and understanding as we've worked through this process as a church together over the last few months. The elders and I have been praying for quite a while and really seeking God for these unusual times and what to do. Now, hopefully by now you've received this letter that we emailed out to the church. Either you saw the email or you saw it on our website or through our Facebook page. If you haven't yet, let us know how we can get you a copy or go to one of those sources and find it. But the purpose of this video is to kind of go through the contents of that letter and hopefully just re-communicate some of those details to you guys. But by all means, if you have any questions, please email, call me or one of the elders and let us know, and we'd do our best to answer those questions for you. But if you read the letter, you know that we are getting ready as a church to embark on a three-phase program to essentially return to our public gatherings here at Agape. And so we're just going to go through those three phases with you, and Joe's going to start us off by talking about phase one.
Yeah, so phase one focuses on life groups. So Ed Liebenthal and I, the elders in charge of life groups, have met with our life group leaders. We went over this plan. We feel really good about starting our re-engagement in smaller gatherings in the form of life groups. So that's why we've been promoting signing up for life groups. Our new website is going to be live very soon, and you can sign up. Check out the different life groups and sign up for that there. You can contact Ed or I directly. But we want to start meeting weekly, if possible, in the smaller life group format. We also will continue to do our weekend service videos for maybe those who just aren't able to engage with people just yet. So those videos will be continuing for some time.
Yeah, and thanks, Joe. Thanks, Ed, for all the work you guys have done with our life group leaders, and thank you to our life group leaders for being open and flexible to really ramping up your involvement. Now, if you want to join a life group, you can check out the website. You can contact us here at the church. But for those of you that can't join a life group or don't want to join a life group at this time, we are going to do small public gatherings on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. in the fellowship hall at the church. Now, these gatherings are going to be stripped down. It's not going to be a full-blown summer or Sunday service. We are going to not have child care and nursery, for example, but we are going to have some worship a little bit together. I'm going to give the same message that I give on the video, and again, we're going to continue those videos every week for those that just still want to check us out from home. I kind of think of the Sunday gathering as kind of being somewhere between a life group and the Sunday morning gathering. But we're going to meet together for those that want to on Sunday morning, like I said, at 10 a.m. in the fellowship hall. And we're going to use the best practices that we can during those gatherings at that time. Now, phase two. After phase one comes phase two. And phase two is kind of a tricky one. It's a little slippery, like I said in the letter, because the exact timing is uncertain. We don't know exactly what the guidance is that we're going to receive will enable us to do. But at that time, we want to kind of get back and increase these sizes of our public gatherings and take that next step to being together in a little bit larger groups and more often. But Joe is actually going to tell us some of the exciting things coming in phase two.
Yeah, so circle your calendars. July 5th, Sunday, we are looking to do an outdoor service. So this will be a larger church gathering. We're going to meet in our front lawn there, so people can bring long chairs. We're going to ask that we still sit as families. We won't have childcare provided at that time, but people can either join us in the lawn, or if you're not comfortable with that much interaction, you can remain in your car. We're going to try to position it where in either spot you can join us in the service there. And we hope to continue to do that every Sunday in July, as long as weather permits.
Yeah, but we just appreciate during phase two especially that you're just kind of flexible. If the weather doesn't cooperate on those Sundays, we'll have to figure out how we're going to handle those days and whatnot. But then we're going to be looking forward to phase moving back indoors to our full services at Agape. We're going to still, during that phase, pay attention to best practices. We're going to hopefully return to our full Sunday morning worship format. But speaking of Sunday morning worship, we have another great update for you at this time.
Yes, well, after many months of different elders and deacons and worship leaders and design team members, we have come up with a plan to do some sanctuary remodeling that we are just really excited about. There's going to be some stage renovation, some painting, some new lights. It's going to look really, really awesome.
Yeah, and it's really a blessing to me to consider as a pastor that during this time that we as a church, we didn't have to shrink back. I want to remind you guys, my word for 2020 was forward. And man, when I considered a few months ago, Lord, what does that mean during a time like this, that we're going through this weird time? And I was reminded that, yeah, we are going through a difficult time right now, but God's purposes remain and God's plans for us remain. And we've actually, instead of just kind of like hunkering down and trying to survive during a time like this, because of you and your faithfulness, because of some great leaders and staff that I get to do ministry with, we've continued to look forward into what God has for us as a church. And so I'm really excited to be able to launch into some of these new things together, because we know that what we're going through right now is temporary. But like I said, God's purposes remain, and I'm so thankful for a church that is focused on what God has for us. Remember, guys, we want to continue, no matter where we are and who we are, we can always continue to encounter God's love and engage our community. So it's up to us to figure out what that means for us during this time as individuals and as a church. Well, we love you guys, and like I said, if you have any questions, let us know, and we super look forward to seeing you face to face very soon.
Very soon.
God bless.
Yeah, have a great week.